It's your boy DJ Akademiks, and damn, we not going to talk about how Kendrick went 0 of 7 at the Grammys last night. We not going to talk about that highway robbery committed by Macklemore and company, getting 4 Grammys, mostly in rap categories. We not going to talk about Taylor Swift being offbeat, dancing to Kendrick Lamar. We not going to talk about how hip-hop overall lost last night at the Grammys, and once again proved that the Grammys are not for us. It's not for us at all. So if you guys didn't watch last night, the 56th staging of the Grammys went down. And of course, I made a couple of bold predictions before that Kendrick would take home at least 2 awards. I was predicting he'd take home the rap album of the year. I thought that was a gimme. And I made a little leap on faith, and according to a couple sources, I said he'd also take home the album of the year. Kendrick Lamar came away from the award show last night after he performed with an amazing performance with Imagine Dragons. You guys can check that out. It's on latenightcreep.com. Great performance. I thought Kendrick was going to win an award. He got none of the pre-show awards, which was the rap awards. They weren't live. They were just like in the pre-show announced or whatever. And he got none of those awards. Macklemore swooped in like a nigga would steal your joints. And of course, social media heated. Hip-hop fans heated. Rap nerds heated. Now, there's a bunch of race being thrown around like, well, Macklemore only won because he's white, blah, blah, blah. I'm here to say, even I was a little bit caught up in the moment because I wanted Kendrick to win. On the lesser side, maybe Drake if Kendrick didn't win, because you never know. I truly believe in the Grammys. They want artists to pay their due. So Kendrick being nominated for the first 7 times this year, it was very likely that he might not get 4 or 5 Grammys. I thought he would get 1, but even if he didn't, I'm like, okay, the best rap album might go to Jay-Z or it might just even go to Drake. Didn't go to either. It went to Macklemore. Number 1, The Heist, which is the album by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis. Great album. Let's not take anything away from the album because Kendrick didn't win. Of course, Kendrick had the best body of work. The Heist wasn't a trash album. Of course, when you compare the two, they're not in the same caliber, the same league, or the same discussion. However, it's not a garbage body of work. Yeezus was garbage. The Heist wasn't garbage, at least to me. Now, we got to be a little bit careful with how we're making Macklemore feel like he's basically the affirmative action for white people when it comes to rap. That we're all kind of looking at him like, man, you only got this award for rap album of the year because you're white. Which, I don't think that's the case. I think it has to do with a lot of other things, including sales. It has to do with overall cultural impact. The Grammys are not just the VMAs. It's not just a BT Hip Hop Awards. It's not like the Source. It's not like a Soul Trains Awards. So they don't look at how much niggas on hashtag Black Twitters are talking about it and hyping it up. They look at the overall social impact. Macklemore sold a ton of records, more than everybody else on that list. We shouldn't look at him as the affirmative action for white people for hip hop with that award, because just like when black people, like if we accomplish something, we hate to be seen as, oh, he's only in that position or he only won that because we had to give it to one of the black people and he's the affirmative action. So we don't want to make Macklemore feel like that. Kendrick didn't win an award, but look, Nas never won a Grammy. Nas, he's been nominated, I believe, over 13 times. Never won a Grammy. Kendrick Lamar is in good company. He's putting out good music, but I will say this. Kendrick will never win a Grammy, in my eyes, until he dumbs down his flow a little bit and also kind of takes a more Jay-Z approach. You got to dumb down the lyrics and you got to slow down your rapping. You heard the performance. Unless you're a true rap nerd or just a true rap fan, that's all cool to you, him rapping in double time constantly. But white people, they're like, what? They're confused. They're like, I know he's saying a lot, but we don't know what he's saying. Until he dumbs that down, he won't win Grammys. Now, he might win BET Awards. And he might win MTV Awards, because those are 2 separate award shows that's closer to the culture. But as far as Grammys, he got to dumb his shit down. I don't want you guys to go too much in on Macklemore. You can't blame him, even though, again, he did some sucker shit, which is clearly sucker shit when you hop on Instagram and you take a screenshot of your conversation with Kendrick and you're basically apologizing to Kendrick, saying, hey, man, I know you got robbed. Macklemore is a classic two-faced devil. In the text message, he says, I wanted to say this on stage, but they started playing music, so I'm just texting you and I'm putting on Instagram that a couple 100,000 people could see it. Listen, man, the real fans of hip-hop, they're the one looking at your Instagram. All the white people that are tuning in to see who really deserves these awards, They're watching live. You didn't say it live. Don't try to give a backhanded compliment and do the, oh, yo, I'm going to text you this because I think you should have got it. If you really thought Kendrick should have got it, you should just say, yo, Kendrick, come up here and share this award with me. You don't got to give it to him, but say, come share in this moment. Have him decline. But you didn't do that, so I don't like the after the fact. And this brings me back to what you were trying to do initially, Macklemore, when you were like, yo, they better give Kendrick that award, because if they don't, hip-hop's going to be mad. Well, I think hip-hop is mad, but if it's not your fault, I don't see why you're doing all this backtracking, backpedaling. Listen, man, no one's blaming you. People are blaming mostly the institution. And also, after examining who's won Grammys, who's not won Grammys, think about it. Eminem has won a Grammy for Best Rap Album for about 6 of his 7 albums. Nas never won a Grammy. Jay-Z at one point boycotted the Grammys. He's now getting his proper due now because now he's more like commercialized and he's more like a pop rap artist. He's bigger than rap. Drake is just Drake. Kendrick, your time will come. If it will come. And as I said, you got to dumb down the flow. Switch it up a little bit. You got to make it more mainstream, more appealing to not only rap nerds, rap fans, backpackers, and means no diss to people who consider themselves that, but you got to make it more appealing to the general audience. And Taylor Swift, that offbeat dance, horrible. Let me know what you guys think about this. I pretty much think that the award show went down exactly how I thought it would go down. Couple surprises, including Kendrick not winning, but not much. It's the Grammys. It's not for black people. If you notice, they gave you Kevin Hart, Jay-Z and Beyonce, and Juicy J within the first hour. They wanted to make sure that all you Negroes watching could watch your first hour of the Grammys and then go tune right into Real Housewives of Atlanta. So they know what they're doing. Towards the end of the show, if you're not, and I put on Twitter, #cultured, you don't know what the hell they're going on with. Like, they were doing country music. They were showing people on the Grammys I've never seen before. And everyone else was acting like they were Michael Jackson. So, the Grammys aren't for us. If the BT Awards comes around, though, and Kendrick don't win shit, we got a riot. It's your boy, DJ Akademiks. Hit that like button. Get in that comment box. Subscribe. And make sure you share your thoughts. Peace.